Hello, and welcome to TCGplayer's Top 10. This past weekend was an exciting one for the Magic community. The first Mythic Invitational was held at PAX East, and on top of that, we got a flood of War of the Spark spoilers. The race to find the next top-tier deck has already begun. Standard was definitely the flavor of the week, with 9 of the top 10 cards being in Standard. Before we begin though, if you are the kind of player who wants the set to be a complete surprise at pre-release, this video does contain some War of the Spark spoilers. You've been warned. Now that that's out of the way, let's dive in. Number 10. Gruul Spellbreaker from Ravnica Allegiance. If you're playing Gruul in Standard, you're playing Gruul Spellbreaker. Spellbreaker is a beast. 3 mana for a 3/3 with 3 strong abilities is hard to beat. Like I said last week, aggro strategies adapt well to new formats, and right now Spellbreaker is an aggro staple. But Spellbreaker's not just sitting complacent in aggro. Gruul midrange can put a stop to aggro decks with powerful blockers, plenty of spot removal, and damage-based board wipes. Against control, Spellbreaker completely shuts down Settle the Wreckage, while Rhythm of the Wild turns off their counter magic. Number 9. Growth Chamber Guardian from Ravnica Allegiance. Another powerful warrior being used in Gruul and mono green decks. I hate seeing this guy hit my opponent's battlefield. He only gets harder to take care of the longer he is around. Unfortunately for me, but fortunately for you aggro players, I think I'll be seeing more of him if the spoiled Domery is legit. Number 8. Wilderness Reclamation from Ravnica Allegiance. Back in the top 10 for a second week, and frankly, between its solid performance in Standard and the reveal of Karn's Bastion, I could imagine it sticking around for at least a third week. I've seen a bit of brewing for a Proliferation Reclamation deck on Reddit, so I threw together a sample of what that could look like based on the spoilers that have come out as of the recording of this video. So here's the deck. The fun part is when you have Karn's Bastion in play when you cast Teferi. We play Teferi, leaving mana open for Absorb or Doran's Veto just in case. First, we +1 Teferi and draw our card. When we move to end step, we choose to have Teferi's ability trigger first to untap 2 lands. So let's untap Hallowed Fountain and Karn's Bastion. Now, before Wilderness Reclamation's ability resolves, we tap 4 lands to activate Karn's Bastion, bringing our Teferi up to 6. Wilderness Reclamation's ability resolves, untapping all our lands, so we can go into our opponent's turn with cards in hand and mana to spend. At the end of our opponent's turn, we use our leftover mana to activate Karn's Bastion again, bringing Teferi to 7. Now it's back to our turn. Activate Karn's Bastion, bringing Teferi to 8, leaving us with just one more thing to do. Ultimate Teferi. Throughout this whole process, we managed to keep enough mana open to protect Teferi, and unless our opponent is playing Repudiate Replicate, they can't interact with the combo. Even if they do, or they have a removal spell, there's never a point where you don't have mana open with cards in hand. That's it, just one turn for your opponent to find an answer and get past your control spells. But that's enough brewing for me today. Back to the top 10. Number 7. Zagana, Utopian Speaker, from Ravnica Allegiance. With Proliferation making a comeback in War of the Spark, decks that crank out creatures and load them up with +1/+1 counters may make a resurgence. Karn's Bastion is currently the best for this case, being a colorless land with a reusable instant speed ability. Number 6. Liliana, Untouched by Death, from Core Set 2019. Spoilers are currently hinting at some fun zombie strategies, so what goes better with zombies than the quintessential Necromancer herself? Lifesteal, removal, and card advantage is all at your fingertips from the turn Liliana enters the battlefield. Number 5. Smothering Tithe, from Ravnica Allegiance. As a commander staple, Smothering Tithe is the white version of Rhystic Study, only inverted. Rather than your opponent paying 1 mana to prevent you from drawing a card, they must pay 2 mana when they draw a card to prevent you from getting 1 mana. Smothering Tithe shines in multiplayer, exponentially increasing the number of times you get to annoy your friends by asking, "Pay 2?" Number 4. Death Baron, from Core Set 2019. Death Baron is an awesome card, and with War of the Spark being about an invading zombie army, I think it's fair to say that we can expect a few solid zombies to enjoy that sweet +1/+1 and Death Touch. Death Baron and our number 6 slot Liliana Untouched by Death, both being in the top 10 is probably not a coincidence. Some form of zombie deck is likely to be seeing Standard play when War of the Spark rolls around, and these 2 cards will likely make the cut. Number 3. Jeskai Ascendancy, from Khans of Tarkir. Jeskai Ascendancy, a card worthy of having a modern deck named after it. This card making it to number 3 was a bit of a surprise at first, until I saw a recent video by LSV on Channel Fireball. LSV went 3-0 with the deck, at one point even playing through his Phoenixes being exiled by Surgical Extraction, then playing through a Trinosphere. He later had a game do a 180 flip from things not looking so hot turn 4 to a turn 5 win with some incredible top decks. Jeskai Ascendancy is such an explosive deck that a good top deck can combo into win at almost any time, which makes for some exciting games. Number 2. Charnel Troll, from Guilds of Ravnica. Similar to Zagana in our number 7 slot, Charnel Troll is likely seeing a boost due to Proliferation's return to standard. That, and he's just a solid bruiser that gets out of control quick. His activated ability may see some use as a discard outlet in the next set, so keep an eye out for cards that can put this to good use. Number 1. Font of Agonies from Ravnica Allegiance. This one is probably a spec. My guess is that this card, combined with the recently revealed Bolas' Citadel, has players lined up for a ticket to Magic Christmas Land. If you manage to land the 6-drop artifact, you can start paying life to play spells while racking up free blood counters for instant speed, uncounterable removal. Seems like a cool combo to me. And that's it for this week's episode of TCGplayer's Top 10. If you have any theories on what pushed these cards into the top 10 last week, I'd love to hear them. I'd especially love to hear what you think about Font of Agonies making the number 1 slot. Was I right about Bolas' Citadel? Is there something going on with it that I haven't heard about? Let me know in the comments below, then like and subscribe to keep up with future top 10s.